All right, Algebra 1, we are going to be taking a quiz today, and to get ready for that, we're going to go through some Bellwork. But first, what did the man say when he was asked to leave yoga class? Namaste. Yeah, that's a tough one. Sorry for all the corny dad jokes. Tough. All right, here we go. So number 1, we have substitution. And we haven't done this since last week, but what we're going to do here is when y is by itself, or when anything is by itself, we take that, what it's equal to, and plug it in for that same variable in the other equation. So since y is by itself, I replace y in the other equation. So negative 2x plus 4 parentheses equals 6. And so in that parentheses, I put x minus 2. And so to solve that, I then go ahead and distribute and solve. So negative 2x plus 4x minus 8 equals 6. And then you solve from there. So in this case, I've got to combine like terms. That's 2x minus 8 equals 6. And then we add 8 to get rid of that next, saving the x for last. So 2x equals 14. Divide by 2, and we get x equals 7. And so to finish it out, I then take that back up to one of those equations. Again, it doesn't matter which one, but the top one looks a little easier. So 7 minus 2, which is 5. So final answer, 7, 2 or 5. 7, 5. Final answer. Okay. So that's substitution. And now when we go to elimination, remember, we want opposites. So when you look at this next one, look at x and y and see if we have opposites and if we need to change anything. Well, when you see this, negative 6 and positive 6 are already opposites. So we don't need to change anything here. We can just go ahead and add them together. So negative 6 plus 6 is going to be 0. 9 plus negative 3 is 6y. And then 24 plus negative 36 is negative 12. Divide by 6, we get y equals negative 2. But again, we're not done until we get both variables. So I'm going to plug it in, and we get 6x minus 3 times negative 2 equals negative 36. It doesn't matter, again, which one you plug it into. So either one, we should get the same answer. And so we end up with this. Subtract 6. I have 6x equals negative 42. And then divide by 6. We end up with x equals negative 7. So final answer for this one, negative 7, negative 2, x comma y. Okay. And so the last one here, we want to make sure we are getting opposites. And we don't have opposites right now. Okay, so right here, those aren't opposites. These are not opposites. So we've got to do something to make them opposites. So a couple things you could do. You could multiply these by each other, 2 times 3 and 3 times 2, to make 6 and negative 6. Or you could multiply one of these to get opposites as well. So like right here, I'm going to multiply by negative 4 to make 4 and negative 4 right here for x. So the top doesn't change. And then the bottom is negative 4x minus 12y equals negative 8. So we add them together now that we have opposites, and we can get our answer of negative 14y equals negative 28. And when we divide, we get y equals 2. And so once again, to finish it out, I plug it back in. That's x plus 3 times 2 equals 2. So x plus 6 equals 2. Subtract 6. and I get my answer, x equals -4. So now that I have both, -4, comma, 2. There we are. So, sounds like the band's practicing outside. So, that's elimination and substitution, and now the last one is solving linear equations, or linear inequalities, I mean. So when you look at these two, on your computer it's going to be a little different, but it's the same concept. So when I look at the first one here, I've got to remember this is a dotted line because there's no underline here, and it's shading above because it's greater than. So that's a y-intercept of -3. And then my slope is going up 2 over 3. Up 2 over 3 again, up 2 over 3. As long as you want, but on your computer, you're really only going to have to click twice. So there's the first one. And then I go ahead and shade above or below, in this case above. So I'm going to shade lightly above. And again, it doesn't really matter how you shade as long as you know which way it's going. So some people like to do like the lines, kind of like that. It's shading above. And then I do the same thing for the other equation. So for this one, I've got a solid line this time because it's underlined, and it's shading below because it says less than. So +5's right here. And then I'm going down 3, right 1. Down 3, right 1. And so there's my solid line there. Again, it's not perfect, but I shade above that. So above that, it's going this way. And you can see where they overlap, okay? So the overlapping part is going to be my final answer. So all of this over here. Okay, so I just have to pick something from that area. Oh, I did that wrong. Sorry. Let's back up here. It's less than right here. So we should be going below the green, which is this way. So I hope you didn't erase that. But that is the shaded region, and you pick something from in there, and anytime 0, 0 is a part of it, that's the one I'm probably going to pick. So, double shaded region, 0, 0, final answer. Okay? So, you can use your Bellwork on the quiz. Take your time on that. You get a couple attempts per question, so if you get it wrong the first time, check your work, check your signs and things like that, and try it again. You need to be able to get that quiz done before the end of class. Okay, you can't. We're not going to get any extra time after this class, so make sure we finish that while we're in class. Okay, and I will see you guys on Monday, unless I see you after school for CCR. Okay, peace.